Hello, ladies, and welcome to Confidence Leads to Success interview series with me, Elif Kose. Over the last 12 years of my entrepreneurial journey, I noticed as a fashion designer that we seem to have a bit of a challenge when it comes to confidence. And I truly believe that confidence has a huge impact on how we make that next move. I always am inspired and empowered by women around me who give me confidence to reach out to what I desire and what my passion is. So today I would love you to join me, and I'm so pleased so many of you here, to listen to these inspirational women around the world that they empower me with their grit, perseverance, determination, and confidence. Sometimes it all takes to listen to another woman's journey to inspire us to take the call, jump on the plane, start writing that book that you keep putting off. And today I have my first guest, Suzanne Suthers. She's here with us. Okay, I'm just going to admit some lovely people. Suzanne noticed that women tend to focus on the things they don't like about themselves. So she wanted to help women to realize that they are already beautiful and become a personal stylist to enable them to discover and tune to their own individual style. So I'd like to welcome Suzanne here.
Hello, thank you, Elif.
Hi, Suzanne. How are you?
Good, thank you.
So good to have you here. I'm just going to have you spotlighted, and I'd like to let you introduce yourself to our audience. We are also live on Facebook. Welcome.
Oh, hello, and thank you for the invitation to come and be your first speaker. I'm Suzanne. I'm a stylist. I've been a stylist for the last 13 years, and I work with ladies and men, but mostly women, which is absolutely wonderful. I just love to help them discover who they are, how to look their very best, not to change them, not to try to make them look perfect, but be the very best version of themselves. And it's just a wonderful job. It's a joy to do. I never tire of it.
It's wonderful. Could you tell us how you get started? I know I've just told a little bit about you, but what made you to say, this is it, I'm not having it anymore. I need these women to feel confident in their clothes. When was it? What made you do that?
Well, I worked in fashion retail for several years, and I worked with ladies and men. And I noticed that men didn't really question how they looked. If you told them they looked good, they were like peacocks and they loved it. But ladies, they'd constantly say, are you sure? It doesn't make me look fat. And I wanted them to be able to see the beautiful person that I could see. So after fashion retail, I had a ladies' accessories shop for a couple of years until the lease ran out on that. And then I decided that I wanted to be able to help women a lot more and train to be a personal stylist. So that's how I got into styling. I trained with House of Colour 13 years ago, and then gradually became independent 4 years ago.
That's so beautiful. So you worked for a company in styling?
Yes, it was a franchise. So I bought a franchise and I had lots of training, which was absolutely brilliant. And it was a really good grounding. But then I got to a point where I felt I wanted more freedom. I wanted to become independent and be more flexible for my clients.
So I don't know how many women out there feeling not so confident, especially after a long lockdown. Most of us seem to, I personally put 8 kilos. Whoa. That's a lot. I mean, I reached out to the highest potential when I was pregnant. I was like 95 kilos. I don't know what's in pounds, but it was very heavy. I was a big woman, and this is the second time I've ever been this big. So I just I don't feel big. I just feel I just feel like I don't suit me.
Oh,
But what I've noticed though with these, instead of feeling bad about myself, I just changed my style, and that really affected my mood. Would you say that is very important for confidence?
oh, definitely. Yes, it is. I have ladies who come to me who have been clients for years, and they'll come and maybe they've been through the menopause, their hair's gone grey, and they'll come in. These are really strong women. They'll burst into tears and say, I'm not who I was anymore. Look, my hair's gone grey, I'm fat. And I say, look, let's once I've dried the tears, let's have a look at how we can dress you now. Let's look at your body shape now. Let's look at some new makeup. And they go out a couple of hours later, they go out with a smile on their face, feeling like the new them.
That's brilliant. So could you give these ladies who are listening like few tips that how they can add like 2, 3 simple habits into their day-to-day life to make their appearance, their feelings, their emotions a bit more uplifted, because confidence has got a huge impact on our day-to-day life, and clothes are our closest to our skin. So I just need I'd love you to give your perspective of how they can do with like 2, 3 little tips.
Oh, wow. I'd say wear colour, because as a country, as a nation, we wear lots of black, we wear lots of drab colours. And as Anna Wintour said, the editor of Vogue, a lot of Northern Europeans are too pale to wear black. We're much better in colour. And black can tend to bring out the grey in our skin. So I suggest to clients that they have at least 5 different colours. So if they're on Zoom each day, if they're working, they have a variety. And there's lots of colour in the shop now. We've got a bit of a party going on in the shops after lockdown, a backlash. So there's colour out there. I'd say wear your lipstick, because as we mature, our lips become more pale and we can disappear a little bit. But if you put your lipstick on, you look more present, you look more visible, especially online. And the final thing, go through your clothes and just work out, do they make me feel good? Go through each item and think, does this make me feel good, or do I feel ugh when I wear it? And if you don't feel good in it, then recycle it, give it away. Just keep the things that fit, that look good. They're not worn out over lockdown, and just make sure that you feel good in your clothes, because then you'll express a confidence.
I am muted. I've done this 100 times and I still forget and speak. So basically, if you're in doubt, put a lipstick on, ladies. Put a lipstick on. Makes your smile deeper and your teeth look whiter as well.
Oh, definitely. Oh, and just one more thing. If we put on weight, probably our lingerie doesn't fit that well now. Our bras maybe don't fit, which will affect the way our clothes look. So have a new bra, have a bra fitting, treat yourself to a new bra.
Is there anywhere you'd recommend in the UK? This is for our UK listener. Is there anywhere that you recommend that is good for bras? I always recommend Bravissimo, but
oh yes, Brigby and Pella.
Okay,
they're good. And also Sarah from a company called Bra Sense. She's online and she'll have a chat and do fittings.
I think I've seen online that you did some work with her recently.
Yes.
Am I right? Yeah, I have started following her. She looked like someone that I would need for my business as well.
Yes, I suggested that she got in touch with you because you work hand in hand.
Thank you. Well, I'm just going to say something. I know we're talking about confidence, fashion and style and little tips how to make ourselves feel more confident. But I was talking more like in our business sense, you being personal stylist and being in fashion. But what is as a woman, just an individual, what was the biggest learning event in your life?
Wow.
What was it that you took away with you to give you the confidence to kind of stand for yourself and be the leader you are and helping other leaders to be more visible?
Oh, I think it was when my children were 8 and 10. I became a single mum and had to work, had to stand on my own 2 feet, look after the children, fight my corner, and just survive for the next 6 years. And it was quite scary, but actually once I got through that, I thought I can get through anything now. And it made me realise that I was strong.
So what was that one? What was it though? It's just like, it's easy to say be strong, but it's really, I know there's so many women. I know we are all strong. Women are strong. We were naturally made to be able to wear different hats at the right times. And sometimes we need someone to kind of give us that little nudge to do that. And it would be really interesting because, especially, and you were a mother. I mean, I am a mother to 3-year-olds, and my husband is an incredible father, and he supports me so well, and I still find it exhausting. So this is so inspiring. That where did you find the strength and the courage to do it all with yourself and still continued your career?
I think my mum paid for me to have a colour analysis and style session. And
she was your hero. Yet another woman. There you go.
Yes, and I started to know how to dress and how to look better. And I found that when I looked better, I had more confidence. And I think with just taking one day at a time, turn up, look our best, do our best, and keep the faith that things will turn out right.
It's having the discipline, isn't it? I was just talking about this last week. It's they always say, you have to be motivated to be able to get into the success. Yes, motivation has got a massive massive part in this, but having the discipline and going through the process, some days can be a struggle. Some days, I mean, last week I came to work, I had to go to bed really late because I'm writing my book. I'm so excited, and I want to get it out before September, but I don't know. I'm just telling the universe. But I was just working on these chapter, and I went to bed a little late. Normally I'm in bed by 10 o'clock. I like my sleep. And my son woke up 3 times that night. And he wakes up 5:45 every day. He's my alarm clock. But the day after, I had such a long day. I was exhausted. I had every reason to give up and go and leave it. Many reasons. I'm sure so many women in this room and who are listening on Facebook have had that kind of feeling. But they're having the discipline. It's kind of makes you really just go for it. You know that this is a phase, and you will feel more motivated the day after. Just keep on going on the boring days and boring tasks.
That's right. Turn up, put your lippy on.
Put your lippy on, exactly.
Look confident.
Exactly.
A bit like a swan.
I don't know. There will be quite a few ladies who may be interested, who have a style by nature, and they like dressing up. They like dressing others and advising them. If they were to pursue a career similar to yours, what would you advise them?
Oh, wow. I'd say go with your intuition. And if you feel as though it's your calling, do your research the different training and go with what feels right. But as creatives, we can get a bit carried away, but we must remember it's a business, unless it can be a hobby. But if it's a business, keep your business head on. Don't go crazy spending on everything that everyone tells you you need, because you don't. Make sure that you make a profit, and don't constantly overgive, because as women we overgive, and we have to realise that we've got to value service and put a good price on it, because it's life-changing.
It is. It really is. I would say the same, to be honest. So you said it's quite nice to hear another woman helping you, who being your mum. My mum had helped me, and my biggest inspiration was my auntie, actually starting my life and kind of pushing forward my luck and leaving my country with no money. I had a great encouragement from my auntie, and my mum helped me too. So what other helps that you had? Did you have like great tribe that supported you, or did you build your tribe as you go?
I think yes, I built it as I went. It was my sister-in-law that gave me the push. because the lease had come to an end on my shop. And I was actually going back into fashion retail, and she said, "No, Sue, you've got to do this." She just had her style analysed with House of Colour as I went to work for. And she said, "You've got to do this. You'll make an amazing stylist." So she gave me the push to go for it. And
it's so inspiring to hear. It's because having another woman in your board, I call it, is so inspiring. I couldn't have done anything I do, and I have been doing, and I did, without any of my girlfriends, without my mom, without you, without any. Honestly, we make each other really strong, and we really rise together, and it's just so important. And who were your influence? Did you have any influence in your journey?
I have a friend who, she's in her 70s, and she's always so glamorous. She always makes the effort. She's very disciplined, turns up, always looks the part. She's a good businesswoman. Yeah, and she encouraged me. She said, "Sue, you've got to look after yourself. You've got to make sure that you're financially secure. The next 10 years, you've just got to work hard and invest in yourself." And she's always behind me, cheering me on. Yeah, and she
I love that. I think you mentioned her before to me when we were chatting. It's so good to have someone who believes in you.
Oh, definitely. And she said, "Just look confident."
It's so important. There is a bit of delay on the line, I can see. I just want to, so how does the process go? If anybody here wanted to go and find you, or how they can find you, and how the process of styling and color analysis go. I know it, but I'd like you to share it with our audience, if you can be kind enough.
Well, usually people come to me first to discover the colours that really suit them. And that's such a great grounding, because we discover the colours that actually work with our own skin tone. So we find out 30 colours that we can actually wear.
30 colours?
30 colours.
I think I'm always stuck with 4 or 5.
Oh, that's quite usual. That's quite normal.
Is it normal? Yeah, I seem to have lots of base colours, and then I have a few accent colours in between, but they're usually like purpley pink, and I like my green, teal greens and blues. As I nearly wore a red dress, ladies. It's almost identical colour to Sue's, and same neckline. We would look like uniformed team meeting.
Oh, maybe a bit too much today.
You look stunning, really beautiful. Okay. What does confidence mean to you?
Oh, confidence. Oh, I think it's looking as though we're very comfortable with ourselves and relaxed. And I think being comfortable and relaxed and authentic, then we're much more, we look more friendly, we look more approachable. And I think we look as though we're secure, and we can help others. We can help others, especially women, to do the same.
Okay. What's your tip? One tip for us to take away?
I'd say turn up, smile, put your lipstick on, and just try and look good. Feel good in everything that you wear each day. And you'll give off the confidence. Even if you feel crushed inside, just smile, put your lipstick on, and turn up as though you're in charge of your life and you know what you're doing.
Oh, so beautiful. Thank you, Sue. This was brilliant. It was so good to have you. So I'd like to ask any of our guests if they would like to pop in. If there is any question you'd like to ask, you can unmute yourself. Marianne said the tips during menopause as my body shape has changed.
Oh.
I don't know if she's still with us. I think she might have left, but it's quite a good question.
It is a very good question. And I'd say be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up for a body change. I know I've got hips now, which I never used to have. I used to be straight. And look at your body shape, look at it as if it was a piece of architecture, and just think, right, what styles would actually suit my body shape now? Try to be objective about it and buy shapes that would suit your body shape. And also natural fabrics, because if we are going to get hot, they help us to, they help our bodies to breathe. Maybe wear layers so that if you do get warm, you can take a layer off. And just know it will pass. You're still beautiful, and it will pass. Just be kind to yourself during the process.
And get rid of all the clothes that no longer serves you. There's no point seeing them in your wardrobe, is there?
No, that's right. Because they're reminders of what we used to be. It's a new chapter.
Yeah, I always say it's just like your wardrobe should look like all your girlfriends who love each other. It's that you're in a party and you're just having fun.
Oh,
you wouldn't go to anywhere with someone you don't like, would you? If you do, you'd feel so uncomfortable. Clothes are just the same, don't you think?
Definitely. I won't wear anything unless I love it, and it makes me feel good. And that's what I tell clients.
We have got Bianca Alger here with us in the group. She's also a fashion designer. I don't know if she's there. I can't see in the gallery. Let me see. We got Annie, Lynn, Carol. Carol Smith is, I would love you to meet Suzanne, because Carol has got her magazine and she's just starting her radio show, and she is an inspiration. Are you there, Carol? Can you hear me?
Thank you for that, Elif. Yes, I do. I would love, Suzanne, I would love to have an article from you for our magazine. Love to meet and have a chat, and so I can feel that and put your details in the magazine so we can spread the confidence out further.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Thank you, Carol.
You're very welcome.
We'll have to
Elif sent an email, so I'll contact you afterwards if that's all right.
Yes, of course. I'll look forward to it. Thank
you. Brilliant. And actually, any of you ladies, if you feel that you could help yourself and your business by coming in the magazine, I'd be very happy to meet you and put you in the magazine, what you do and how you do it, etc.
There is another woman I admire, is Carol. She's going to be one of my gorgeous women I will interview this week. There on the corner, I can see you, Carol.
Which one? We've got so many we've got a couple of Carols on the call.
You're Carol Hansen. Carol Hansen. Yeah, we have got a few Carol, actually.
That would be really good. Yes, I'd love that.
Okay, if anybody have any questions for Suzanne, for me, for just to say something, if there is something you've been holding in your heart and you just want to tell some people, please do. We're here to listen. Annie, welcome.
Thank you, Elif. Thank you.
We've just been introduced by Karen Dobre, and yeah, it's so nice to meet you.
Well, thank you. It's lovely to be able to join unexpectedly and in the moment, and to hear you both in conversation. And I look forward to being interviewed by you later on.
Yay! So good to hear. I just feel like it's so important, because as a woman myself, I've started my journey here in the UK as an au pair. I didn't know anybody. I had no social support, no family, didn't even have education here in the UK that was recognized for me to go and even apply for a job. So I had to become an entrepreneur. There was no other way. And my curious personality has helped, I am sure. Because I am a learner. I'm probably going to be a lifetime learner, and I will continue learning rest of my life. And I never stop. But one way I made myself feel that as if I belonged to somewhere was just reaching out and meeting and connecting with so many women around here and organizing events, in-person events. And I always had speakers, I had singers, only because I wasn't confident enough to go up on the stage and talk myself. Isn't that funny? I just look back and I only noticed this when I was doing a call with my coach, a mentor, and I said to her, why did you do it? Because she kept asking me, why did you do it? And it was to create my tribe, but also to find confidence to talk. And seeing everyone before they get on the stage and how nervous they felt, I thought to myself, oh, I'm not the only one feels nervous. Everyone does feel nervous, and that's okay. And I thought that was part of the game. And this is just, and I continued organizing events, in-person events, and then COVID hit. But that didn't stop me. I just thought, I'm not going to stop. And started organizing these interview series, which meant I could connect to so many women across the world. I mean, last interview, we had women from Australia, Canada, America, Africa, in India. It was so fascinating. Wow. So, power of internet.
And a blessing from lockdown.
It is, totally. And I'm so grateful. I know we had a lot of sadness going through the world, but I just am optimist. Really am. So, yeah, I'm so pleased you all joined today. So tomorrow we're going to be back here at 5 o'clock and talking with Helen Reynolds. She was going to try and join today, but she might be actually on Facebook Live. I'm not there because I can only do one thing at the moment. I've learned not to multitask. It actually take away your productivity. I've noted that Carol Hansen is confirming. So, and she'll be here with us tomorrow, and we'll have amazing women throughout the next 3 weeks, talking with amazing women. And Annie she said she'll be with us too. So I'm so excited. Thank you.
Thank you.
Be in touch.
Thank you very much, Elif. Lovely talking to you.
Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you. Have a lovely rest of your day.
And you. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Suzanne.
Thank you,
Bye.
Elif. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Bye.